Seen Jesus, but we seen me. What you see is what you get up on the morning show. I got a whole lot of bars, but before I go, chop real smooth. She the boss, no baby. Hold up, I'm about to go to Jellolady. They your host, 12 to 2. If you need a getaway, come and see this view. Got a whole lot of drama feeling like you wanna snap out. Put your feet up and watch a Midday Madhouse. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, so come on in.
Welcome to the Midday Madhouse.
Oh, you already know. So we're trying to get some things. So we're just trying to run some tests to see what's going on. What's wrong?
Nothing.
What just went on? Jello is like
Nothing at all. Nothing went on.
nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Okay. So welcome to the Midday Madhouse. We are, here. We were trying to run some things. We're trying to make it.
Doing some tests.
Yes, a lot of tests.
Just a lot of tests.
The two boss ladies. Shout out to us.
Yes.
Cha the Jellolady all day, every day.
Every day.
Yes. Midday Madhouse. That is really good. That has a really good taste. But I feel like it's missing something. Like we need to add something, but it's good. Well, as y'all know, we're always in the building right here at 15. I want to say 1656 Kane Avenue. Like at right here. Dare Academy, WCMD. We are here live and direct.
Yes.
Like, so shout out to all the podcasters that we have.
He was rocking with WCMD.
Yes.
All the podcasters, all the staff.
Yes. Everybody on campus.
Yes.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of us.
We got a lot going on this campus.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah, so we have Miss Nye.
Yes, Miss Nye's here. She's got all the kid programs.
Everything. Dance, ballet, tap dance, any type of dance.
Look, you dancing,
She got it.
There's flipping.
Dare to flip, yes.
Dare to care with Pam.
Yes.
You got the Johnny Stings, the photography, studio.
Yes, the teeth whitening.
Yeah, teeth whitening. We have like spaces for rent. Like
right.
You can get with parties, you pay everything right here.
Everything.
So
shout out to all the bars.
Shout out to
podcasters. Yeah, shout out to our podcasters. You know, we got IMD
in the morning.
The Wake Up Show.
We waking you up.
Yes, from 9 to 11. Then you have, of course, the ones and onlys, the cha-cha, the jello. It goes, and you guys love us, and it's the Midday Madhouse. And then Tuesday and Thursday, we have Janny Smanny. The Comfort Level. What?
Podcast.
You never know what you're going to get with her.
You never know.
Yeah, so. And Miss Janny Smanny's on Tuesday and Thursday from 5 to 7. Then on Wednesday, we have Trendsetter. Yes. I Shine More.
Yes.
And so she has dope shows too. So you guys got to tune in to everything on WCMD. And then Friday, I'll let the Jellolady.
The kennel is here. You know that doggish they be doing?
All that doggish.
You know they be working and all this.
Yeah, they got a lot going on.
A lot goes on. Look, I stay out to it.
Yeah, they have a beat battle.
Yeah, the beat
tomorrow.
battle is tomorrow. Yes, it is.
So they have
so make sure you tune in for the beat battle.
Right.
Especially if you got some bars, you might want to jump on the beat.
Right.
You want to find out who made the beat. Like,
right.
Right. Find out information.
Right. And then Sunday we have. I don't want to. Like every time I just think of him, I just laugh. The Big Dummy.
Yeah, with the
dumbass radio show. And he is on from 12 to 1.
Yes, from 12 to 1. And then, no, I believe it's 1 and 2.
1 and 2, sorry.
Yeah,
1 and 2. And then we have 856
for 3 to 5.
Yes. So we got a lot going on. And we got other things going on. Other podcasters is trying to come in.
Yes.
If you want to sponsor any show or sponsor WCMD, all you have to do is get in touch with myself or the Jellolady or Mike Ways. So, you get in touch with us, we make things happen. This is where all the magic.
And the number, as you can see, is at the bottom of your screen.
Okay.
856-964-9263.
Always.
856-964-WCMD, y'all.
Right.
Look, it's us.
Right.
We're here.
So, wait. So I was laughing because I'm sitting here thinking, like, yesterday we had a conversation. We're just going to touch on a little bit. We had a conversation with Mike Waves, and he was talking about how women, why do we do so much to get a man and then be quick to drop him? I say it's human flesh,
Listen,
but I also say, you never know.
every situation.
You never know what attracted her to you, and maybe she just wants it then, and then
Listen,
she cut you off. Nowadays women move like men because it's just been so much going on that now it's like, you know what? Oh, one night stand, boom, they knock you off. You got women out here that will move
and leave you
the way the man moves,
and leave you $40 on the dresser.
right?
With no phone number.
Right.
Like,
They took you out to eat, tricked on you, everything the whole day, and then boom, you'll never see her again. The human flesh. People just don't be understanding like human flesh is real.
My thing is, I'm the old school kid, so
right.
It's for me. It's just like I feel like nobody really wants to do the work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you feel like you've worked all this hard to get him, but he's too. What you would feel too little, too late.
Right.
But what is really too little, too late in the lifetime of a relationship? Like at the end of the day, 50 years is not tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like 35 years is not tomorrow
at all.
So yeah, I don't like you today. You get on my nerves
today. But that could be just a couple of hours, and then later on we'd be all right.
Good. Like it happens like that.
Right.
But the whole point is you have to do the work.
Right. And people nowadays don't want to do the work. Yeah, they don't want to put in work.
I just had this conversation with my sister on the way to work this morning.
Wow.
Okay. She don't want to do the work. He's trying to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I don't think it was. I said, girl, bye. Just go ahead and just hush. Because at the end of the day, if he was to get right and you were to get right, y'all would be together. But
then people go to something on the outside of their relationship, and the grass is not greener over there. You're just what's so special? Like you want to go over here for what? Like because maybe her ass is a little fatter,
right?
Or or maybe or we talking men and females, so maybe he cooks,
right?
It don't have to always be about sex. Sometimes people are attracted to just certain things, like, you know what? Well, he's not taking me to go for a walk in Philadelphia and we're just walking. No, he's not doing, but he will, or she will, you know what I mean? So it's like Build-A-Bear. You know, like it's like, you know how you ever wanted to have
that's what
you just be
like,
you know what, let me build a man or build a woman.
But that's what your relationship is supposed to be.
Yeah, but you're not built. Sometimes people are already built. Like sometimes it's too late for somebody for you to just act like you can walk in here and change this man or female. Like sometimes people are in their own ways.
I'm not saying change them, but at the end of the day, you got to tell that person that you're with what it is that you like, what it is that you want, what it is.
But then you can do all that, and then sometimes you see some relationships that just
happen like that.
Yeah, and just go, and they're good, and then I don't know. Like I know some people that have been together for 20, 30 years, never married, nothing, and then we were just saying it, and then all of a sudden they get married, and they're not even married for a year, like, and they gone. Now you done. How can you be boyfriend girlfriend for all these years, and then you get these papers? But people change when papers change.
Listen. That word, good old, you get comfortable, you get complacent.
What's up?
Okay, that's what happens. See, people feel like, okay, I'm married now.
Right.
The work is over.
Right.
No, dummy.
The work
is just beginning. You just get started.
But and that's what I'm saying. Like for people that already been together for all, this bracelet is tearing my shirt up. Live, right, girl? But some people get in their own ways.
Yeah.
You know, like it might not be that person. Right. It can be you in your own damn way. You in your own way.
Absolutely, because if you're not healed and you ain't ready and you can't see the forest through the
Right.
trees, like
But you can, how can you beat it? There's no building each other when you're together for like 20, 30 years. And then you get married. Y'all done live together. He done got the milk for free. The cow was free.
Yeah,
everything was free for 20, 30 years. And now you had this big, everybody's wedding. 6 months to a year, everything is done. You go your way, I go my way, and it's over. We never see each other again. Well, damn, you would have thought they would have stayed together. Because I mean, you was doing everything, wiping him down, but taking care of her, wiping her down.
Happens, and a lot of times,
papers
yeah,
change a person.
Not only do it change, but a lot of times, people are just, especially when they're older, like when they've been with somebody for so long, and they don't really want to let them go like that.
The selfish ways.
It's like, because at the end of the day, if you've lived together, filed taxes together, done all y'all together, like, period.
That is just crazy. So, and then now you got like 85% of marriages failing. Like 85% of marriages go through a divorce.
Right.
Like, and that's within the last like 2-3 years. Like, that's crazy. That is ridiculous. But I don't know. Sometimes people are just attracted to certain things.
Right. And but you know what it is? I feel like if people change.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's
if your body changes and your mind changes, everything changes. Yeah, don't think that shit ain't gonna change.
And that's what a lot of people really fail to realize, and that's what they forget in a relationship. Like, oh, you're different now.
Right. No, it's not different. It's growing up.
Look, but I am different now. I'm not the person you met 10 years
I grew up.
I grew
up.
So
like, I'm grown.
I'm different. I'm still the same person.
I just changed.
I've changed. I've evolved. I have grown up. Just like the caterpillar. Okay, listen, I done ate through all the little stuff I need to eat
I'm ready to go.
Like I'm trying to get my wings. I'm trying to be a man. But even though I'm trying to get my wings, that don't mean I'm trying to leave.
Right. It just means I'm trying to get my own stuff.
I just got my own wings now.
But then you have people that depend on other people. Like, don't depend on other people. Like, if we have kids and I know you work and I want to go to the store or I want to do something and I leave the kids with you or I'm in the other room because I just need a timeout.
Yeah, like I need timeout.
And and you're so dependent on me, you can't even take me leaving to go to the next room or to the store to have some me time. Because now you're stressed the hell out. Because you're so used to me taking care of everything.
And I have a question. Okay. Because you know what? I caught up on some binge watching some stuff I was watching. And I have kind of been in my mind since the beginning of starting to watch this series, trying to figure out how is it a storyline for TV? Or is she really that stupid?
Who?
So, I'm watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, right?
Love and Marriage Huntsville. I've never seen that.
Listen, it's on Oprah. Yeah, Oprah. It's her reality TV.
Oh, Oprah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I clicked in one show the other day, and I just couldn't do it. Like, I love Oprah, but it's not like Oprah Winfrey, like her show. I'm looking for her show back in the day. I'm not looking for Oprah to say,
Well, no, she's not on the show, but it's on her network.
Oh, I thought you were talking about her show because I was clicked into some of her shows.
But, yeah, no.
So this is a series.
It's a series that's on her network. Mm-hmm. Carlos King is the one who produces it. Well, the girl Tisha is married to the man Martha. Mm-hmm. Now, since season 1, I personally thought that he was cheating on this woman. Had at least 1 or 2 outside couple of kids. Like, had a whole chick in a whole somewhere. Like, you first of all, you're chauvinistic. You say things that make somebody want to go.
Oh, you're gonna have to text me so I can text me that so I can go ahead and sit down and watch it.
You're like, yeah, he make me feel like I want to go out top on him. Like,
But you got, that's the way.
Like,
see, this is my thing. This is the way the game is played.
Right.
You play me, you get played. Like,
right.
and that's bad.
Right.
That's bad. Like, ladies and gentlemen, don't think that's a good thing. Like,
no,
you play me, you get played. Like,
yeah,
but people, the human flesh is just like, so.
That is not something that you play with, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, that can get you killed. Okay.
Tit for tat,
it can get you killed.
Like, with people's feelings.
That's why you got so much death now. Like, people are killing people over their spouses, girlfriends, boyfriends. Yeah, like, this is real out here. It's real.
People just need to stay in their lane and mind their business.
Right. My thing is, if you wanna live a single life, then you need to be in that life. You don't need to like
you ain't gotta
be in a relationship and act like you outside. You can't be
in both places.
You can't be doing that. That's just that flip flop is just not good.
You gotta be on one side of the line or the other.
Right.
Because there's a thin line between love and hate, sweetheart.
Right.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you. There's definitely a thin line.
And every woman and every man and every woman
person
has a glitch.
Look, there is a switch that you can once it's
it's a glitch. And once they start glitching out,
you won't get the switch.
That switch won't come off until sometimes you end up damaging something or damaging somebody.
There's gonna be there,
and then it's like,
once the switch goes off, there has to be retribution to get it down. There has to be some kind of satisfactory retribution in your mind for it to go off.
Yeah.
So
you got to stop playing mind game. I think that's why a lot of people move the way they move, or women move the way they move, because some women are just tired. Like, they put so much into a relationship and they do so much, and you're there and you're there and you're there and you're there, but my theirs are going to start turning into not THERE. THEIR. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Spelling, if y'all know what, if you know your grammar, you understand what I just said.
Yes.
Like,
yes, because listen,
like, we go from we to where.
Right. The letters start coming up. Listen, things start not.
Like, you just gotta understand. Like, the flesh is serious, but playing with people's emotions is what's getting a lot of people hurt.
Right.
Like, you can't be outside. Want to be outside.
Right.
And be indoors too.
Right. You can't be indoors.
It's no outside. Balance with that.
Because at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship and your spouse works, be happy that your spouse has a job.
Right. Right.
Be happy that So you can't really spend the much time that you want to spend together. But at the same time,
everybody's grinding. Respect the grind.
Look, and not only is everybody grinding, but everybody has to be accountable for their own self.
Right. Right.
Like, you gotta be. So you can't be stressing this man out while he's trying to go to work.
Or stressing that woman out.
And she's going to work. Like, it's work.
Right. That's it.
Look, everybody has to do it. Because if you don't work, you don't eat.
Right.
But at the end of the whole day, at the same time and all that working is going on, if you take 5 minutes to take your spouse to the side and say, babe, I was thinking about you today. I love you, but I'm on my way back out the door.
Right. Sometimes that's all it takes.
That's all it takes. You really gotta be because a lot of people really, they don't communicate well.
Right. Enough. But then you got clingy people, or y'all got together for the wrong reason. Because now people are starting to believe a dream. Like, you're supposed to get with this woman, and she's this immaculate woman, and she's superwoman, and she can do everything. And then you get with this man, and you heard that this man he got this type of money, and like, now it's no trigger. Like, nobody, you're not trying to grind together. You're not trying to make a dream together. You think you're supposed to walk into this relationship and just
get it,
have it all. Everything is just flush sitting out for you. There's a job. There's things that you got to do as a man, as a woman. No man is supposed to be just not taking care of home, but there's a woman. There's duties for us, and there's duties that you should be doing. Like, you with him, you did everything to get him back to what Mike said. You did everything to get him. You was cooking for him. You was cleaning for him. You was doing everything you possibly could to get that man. And then, boom. But guess what? Maybe the story that he fed was a fake story because now people are doing that too.
Oh, listen, that catfishing is real.
Yeah, like they're giving out fake stories, and then it's like, oh, well, this ain't the person that.
But let me tell you,
thought you were.
But this is the problem, okay? Because I feel like these men, they keep coming up with these fake stories about who they are and what they got and all this and that. They going out with the same girl who looked like Chewbacca last night before she put her makeup on. Now she looking like a whole new person, looking like Meg Thee Stallion whole cousin or something. Now y'all both can't be the same people,
right?
So if you out here lying to me,
who else you lying to?
I might as well lie to you,
right? And that's just that, and that's where some, but women, we do have a tendency of sometimes being assholes, and we're naturally born like that. We're human flesh.
Right.
It's all type of bitches. Like I like that. I kind of like that word. You know what I mean? Because my dad always said it's different bitches. You want the nice bitch, the kind bitch, the ignorant bitch. That I will do anything for you, bitch, or I don't give up.
Yeah, right.
Bitch.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
There's a lot of bitches. So you want me to be the kind bitch? Then just be nice.
And it's funny because
be nice to me. Talk to me.
When
nice.
I was like, I think I was probably like 11. I was probably like 11 or 12. My mom and I go to Columbus. We out there, we shopping. I see this T-shirt. It says, "I'm not a bitch. I'm the bitch, and I'm this bitch to you." And I liked it. I liked it too.
We need to go get them shirts.
And look, and I bought it.
Yeah,
my mom was like, "Yeah, go ahead and get it."
Yeah, because that's a good shirt. Like, and that's another thing. You can walk around and call your girlfriend, "Yeah, bitch, da 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 da, bitch, da da da."
But don't let somebody else say it.
But don't let your man say something to you, because the first thing I'm telling you, my reaction would be, "So which bitch you want me to be? Since I'm a bitch, like which bitch would you like me to be? Because there's different ones. I can transform. It's just like a man being an asshole,
right?
Like men have asshole ways, and then you like, well, why you being an asshole? Well, which asshole you want me to be?
Right.
Everybody has it in them. We have bitchiness, and they have asshole ways.
Yeah.
But how do you not stop? How do you not give each other a dream and not try to just bring it together? Everything right now is all about. It's like
everything is
TV. Everything's TV. Mm-hmm. Because it's, if you don't mess with this man that got all this money, and you don't have a Chanel bag or Chanel shoes or
Chanel glasses,
you got to, you got to be in the bag. You got to have a man with a bag. But are you smart about this? Because you can't be with a man with a bag and you not have a bag. Right. So all the bag that he's giving you, are you bagging it up and on the side?
What are you doing with it?
Because no, baby, okay, fine. I want the receipt.
Bag or bag.
I want the receipt to the freaking Chanel bag that you just paid freaking $5,000 or something for. So guess what? I'm gonna take that bag. I need the receipt. Mm-hmm. I'll go back, get me a cheaper bag for 15, maybe 12.
Right.
Give me a cheaper, smaller bag.
Right.
And bank the rest of that money.
Right.
And just sit it in my account. Don't be a dumb chick about it if you're gonna be out here trying to feed a dream.
If you bag chasing and that's what you're out here for,
it's a lot of them.
Look, then you better be doing it correctly.
Right. Okay. A hoe can't be a hoe.
You got $5.
You got to be a good hoe to get this money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. And men, stop. Y'all complain about women busting your windows, women throwing paint on your cars. Like, we see all this on everywhere. Yeah. So what are you doing? Like, stop messing with people's emotions.
Right.
And guess what? She might have got with you because you fed her a dream. Right. That dream wasn't it. Mm-hmm. Just like women feed men dreams. Oh yeah, baby, I got and this and that and that, and I know this person and that person. And then when you're feeding him a dream, so now he's feeling like, oh, I'm good.
Right.
Women, stop babying these damn grown ass men.
Right.
It's one thing to be a woman and cook and clean and do certain things that you're supposed to do. But there's another thing when you handicap a man. Like, no, I'm not okay. I done got about 2 beers now.
Right.
Like, get up and get your own beer. You're not gonna keep call like
right.
no.
Yeah. And that's what I was trying to get to about the boy. Like, he is like a real live chauvinist. Like, he was like, she wanted to go back to work after having her kids. Now, they got 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, well, that's not part of our deal. That's what he's like, I work outside, you take care of the house. She was like, well, that's what we agreed on while I was in school.
But where that paper
while I was having these babies. The babies are older, they're in school. I want to go back to work, get my real estate license.
Right.
He had like the worst attitude about it. Ultimately, of course, she did, and went through all of this.
Right. But some men are intimidated.
But like, even now, how he talks to her, like.
But men are intimidated. Some men can get very, very intimidated. Yeah. If you're making, let's say, between $60,000 to $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
You're used to doing everything, boom, and then she's like, "Listen, I want to go to school, or I want to look up something. This is, it's time for me to make a move. But this is going to pay me about $80,000. Maybe he's only making $60,000.
Let me tell you.
Now you're feeling some type of way, like, oh well,
look, And had that been the case, and it was a money ego thing,
right,
that I can understand. His exact words were, "He's going to raise the kids. He's going to look after the kids while you're at work."
The babysitter, school, after school program, all of them people,
right?
They coming over.
Yeah. Somebody gonna.
When you get out of class, when that bell ring, you go to the cafeteria. Right. Like, you don't get on the bus.
You wait.
You wait until 6 o'clock.
That's what you do.
That's crazy, but I mean, have people like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, that is like it's an old school way of thinking,
right?
And in my mind, I kind of understand it, but the delivery,
right.
The delivery is way too 1920s.
Yeah,
instead of 2022.
Right.
Because in 2022, y'all be coming to get me from the jail.
Yeah, because I mean, but if you got women that you marry not even just marriage, because a marriage is just fancy for a relationship. That's all. It's a fancy word for.
We're gonna call it French for a relationship,
right? Because all you're doing is signing papers,
right?
And now you are connected as one. But we was already sucking and doing all this extra stuff, moving around like we a couple.
The only difference is now I have rights to your benefits.
Right. That's it. And if you don't want that, then get rid of the situation. Less than a year.
Right.
Get it annulled. Bye-bye. But I think when you have people like that, you just feed it a dream. But then some people, it's the attraction. People are attracted. We're human flesh. So we're attracted to certain things.
Right.
You're attracted to this now, like we talked about on Monday about the bodies.
Right.
People are attracted to the way they say you're supposed to look this way. Then you're attracted to the money and the fame and the jewelry and the cloud, the cars and all of this stuff.
All of that.
But you didn't work for none of this.
Not only did you not work for none of it,
but you see it.
It's a difference. Like when you with somebody for 20 and 30 years when they didn't have, like if you met them when they had nothing,
right?
And you've been there from the beginning,
right?
Like that's not the same thing.
Right?
Like you've earned your place, because remember when I was broke and you didn't have nothing, and I didn't have nothing, I was broke, but you was still here riding with me. We was broke together,
right?
And we came up together, and I think that's a lot of the reason why relationships kind of fall apart, because it's right around that 5-year mark when it's like, what is next?
Yeah.
Where do we go from here?
What, 5 years in being together?
Yeah, like
or 5 years in marriage?
No, just being together, period. Because you think about it, you want to get to a marriage, so you not everybody's getting married in the
first of all, if I gotta be with you for 5 years in order for you to put a ring on my finger and tell me that you want to marry me now, we got problems. I don't feel as though that it should take that damn long for you to even act like you want to say if you comfortable. I'm cooking, cleaning, taking care of you. You taking care of me. We good. 1 year passed by, cool. That first year passes by real fast. 2 years, 5 years.
Let me ask,
5 years.
let me ask this question though. So, you mean if y'all are in a relationship and living together within the first 2 years, you want to be expected to?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, like we ain't even gotta be living. I'm just not gonna keep taking my time out of my life. 5 years is a lot coming out of a person. You know, like that's taking like what if after these 5 years we don't end up together? Right. So now I done wasted 5 years of my life to please you. And we grown. We ain't kids no more. Right. This ain't no, I got with you in the 9th grade and it's our, we both going to college and we happen to split up. No, we grown adults. If you don't feel it, then you just don't feel it. But I'm just not going to just be like, all right, I'm spending the night at your house. We together for 5 years. You're spending the night at my house. And then we still ain't getting nowhere from here. Like nowhere. 5 years. And then you want to put a ring on? Nah, I'm cool. I'm denying you from the door. For my situation, it was a little different, because Blaze and I grew up from teeny tots. So it was 6 and 6 for me. Right. Listen, what are we going to do? Like, how are we going to do this? And we had this conversation together, like, what are we going to do? Because this ain't that. Like, I know you know you. Right. So what is it there to get to know? Yeah, and I know your attitude. I know your temper. I know how things go. I know your movements. I know it. Right. I know when you're going, how you feel. I know the face. I know the blinks. I know all that. Right. So you got 6 and 6. But if we just got together, we ain't know each other like five years. And then what happens after 5 years? We get married and then we don't end up together. Now I'm crushed even more because now not only did I have the chance to say no, but now I done put in all this time and now I done said yes, got married, and we don't end up together. Like after I done did a 5-year bid with you, now we married and we put in less than a year in this marriage. Fuck, there was somebody else out there for me. Why'd you waste my time? Why? What did the kids be saying when they were like, when Hannah and my, how they be saying that, why you doing it? Why you being weird to me? Yes, why you being weird to me? Yes. Right, yeah. Like that's crazy. Right. That is just crazy. I'm like, damn, and you got people like that. Right. And people feeding people dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, feeding somebody a dream is just not cool because you're going to end up in a situation that everybody's pretending. Yeah. Like, I'm going to pretend that I love you. That's just like back in the day when they used to just marry off their kids. Because it was a financial call. Like I'm going to get a I'm 14 years old, just came on my period, and it's 30-year-old man wants to marry me. So now I don't love this man. I don't know this man. I got sold off for a couple of cows. Sold off for a couple of cows and some chicken. Right. Now the family can eat for about 3 months or some goats. Right. Like, I don't love you. I don't have, but you can't make some, once that feeling of love, and you end up taking a lot with that word. But they say love is not supposed to hurt. It may not be able to hurt, but that shit damn sure make you feel some type of way. You know what I mean? I feel like this. They say that love is not supposed to hurt. Right. But at the same time, you tell me life's not fair. Okay. Shit happens. Life's not fair and shit happens is just okay. That takes the cake of all of everything, the bullshit. But you also tell me I have to have faith and work for what I want. Faith without work ain't there. Right. Right. And believe in God. Yeah, and believe. Yes. Like, you have to have faith. You got to have faith. Prayer. Faith without work is dead. Right. So which one is it, bro?
For me, I'm a firm believer in faith without work is dead.
I know
So
how I love
like,
myself. I know how I know, so I do expect you to love and cherish what I have because I love me.
Right.
You know, but I'm not gonna. If I hurt me, I'm gonna hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I love me. So if I'm not gonna hurt myself because I love me,
why would I let you hurt me?
Why would I let you hurt me? Like,
right.
You said you love me.
Right.
Why you want to hurt me? Because I'm not gonna hurt me.
Right.
And my hurt me, and I'm not gonna hurt me because I don't want to hurt you. So it's just not in me. But people hurt people.
Hurt people.
And that's just how it goes. Like, it's terrible, like how people's minds work. Like, it's either you do or you don't.
My thing is, I feel like everybody has something that keeps them up at. Yeah. Everybody's got something.
Right.
And
that's that tick.
And whatever that something is that keeps them up at night is that one thing that they like. That's where you find that people come together.
Right.
They come together over hurt bonds, trauma bonds, what they call. So I've gone through something traumatic, but I've never talked about it.
Right.
But you've gone through something traumatic, and you've never talked about
touched it.
Look, but we kind of dance around it. We kind of
laugh it off and keep it moving.
But nobody ever sits in the problem.
Right.
And that's the biggest problem with relationships.
Yeah, because you know what? This is a rug and they like to do this.
Right.
And nobody ever picks that rug up to try don't sweep around it and vacuum on top of it. Pick that rug up and shake that rug.
Yeah, and get rid of it.
Yeah. Sweep underneath that rug.
Right. Yeah.
People don't like it.
Yeah, they don't want to do it.
Skeletons in the closet.
Right.
You know, like.
But you know what? It's another thing though when it comes back to relationships. When you have people that are in relationships that have things that haunt them and are hard for them, and you still, if you love that person, you're supposed to be there through
thick and thin.
Yeah. But that's the problem. The thick be too thick, and the thin be not thin enough.
Right.
Like, so.
And nobody's being honest.
Right.
You know, like we were talking about with Mike Ways yesterday, and we were talking about, you know, like relationships and shit and everything like that. But then, remember, I was like, yeah, well, you know, how does it go when you have people that are together, just like your conversation you're talking about right now, and because nobody's being honest, thin is too thin, thin is too thin,
right,
and thick is too thick.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what that person is into.
Right.
You know, she might like girl on girl.
Right.
He might like a little, you know, menage a trois or something. He might like that type of stuff. But because y'all trying to please each other and keep your skeletons away, you have no idea who you're with.
Right.
Like now everybody's hiding shit. Like if you have a habit, I know people, I can't say your name, but she did not, her family never knew she smoked. Every day she went to work, that's when I found out that she smoked. Right in the glove compartment, boom. Pulled out a cigarette and started smoking. I'm like, no, auntie, no, godmom. You know, I'm going to just name it. I'm going to just say, aunt, you know, because I ain't going to tell you who it is. But it was strange to see it. But husband didn't know. Kids didn't know. Nobody in the family. She said it's a bad habit. Mm-hmm. So, but she never let anybody see the bad habit. It was just when she was on her way to work, boom, she spoke her little cigarette, and she like, that's all I needed. Right. One a day. No, well, sorry, she was doing two a day. One going to work and one coming home. Like, and she never smoked at work. She never smoked at work, never did anything. So it was like people hide and have dirty laundry that they don't want to sit down and talk about. Like, you know, it's funny how you'll catch some men saying, you know, women will ask the man, well, why don't you just tell the truth? And the man is like, can you handle the truth? Well, listen, it all depends on certain women. But listen, if you want to have that conversation, y'all both need to understand it's a lot of feelings that can be hurt. No. You know, but why not have that when you first meet. Like, listen, what are you into?
Right.
What do you like?
Right.
You like girls?
Right.
Oh, you like, oh, okay. So now I know what I'm getting myself into.
Right.
Instead of I'm with you for all these damn years and I didn't even know you was girl on girl.
Right. Like, why you gonna tell me?
And now his feelings is hurt. And her feelings is hurt because she didn't know he had threesomes. But she like girl on girl. Technically, she look at it like it ain't cheating.
Right.
Like that's a hot mess. Like you have a lot of people that give off false lies and false lives. Either you gonna do it or you're not gonna do it, or just be by yourself, like we said yesterday, and just be a whore.
Do what you gotta do.
Do it, just don't get in a relationship and just sleep who you want to sleep with. Right. That's all. If you want to go, baby, go ahead and walk out the door. Like,
you want to leave, go ahead.
Right. Like you gotta have different things for different people, different strokes for different folks, as they used to say. But you gotta understand, what are you going to do? Like, don't fall for the dummy. And I think just human flesh, we fall for some dumb shit sometimes. They can be a person that's standing right in your face lying, and you be like, now, you do understand.
Right.
I know this is a lie.
Right.
And you in my face, looking at me eye to eye, telling me this story to my face. You're insulting my intelligence when I know the truth. People give off fake shit. Like, that's sad. But you work hard and you play hard. So if that's the way you want to do it, then be by yourself. Like, that's just how it is. But then people just, like you said, people love money. This TV is something.
It is.
And then you see your little girlfriends and stuff like that moving around.
Right.
And you think you're supposed to have the life she has.
Yeah, that's not.
Everything that looks good on the outside is not good on the inside.
Definitely not.
There's always a story behind it. Somebody has a story. Just as hard as it is for a man, it's just as hard for a woman. Sometimes I think we all get caught up in our emotions and just stop playing with people's emotions. Like, people just you gotta learn how to live, but it's kind of hard when you're just outside.
Right.
If you met her or you met him outside, where do you think you're gonna be?
He's outside. We met him.
Right. And on that note.
Yeah, and meanwhile, back at the
yes, on that note, we're going
to. It's time for us to break one out the door. There's more work to be done.
Yes. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I can't really hang out with you guys today.
But she looks cute today. Yeah. She looked like a snack. But you guys, make sure you have a very blessed day. Today is Thursday. This week went past fast, and some of these time feel like it's going past fast too. Yeah. So
it's May.
Yes.
Wasn't it just January?
Right. It's terrible. But the weather is nice. So go out, enjoy the weather.
Enjoy it today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
54 tomorrow.
Right. Trifling. Just trifling. But enjoy today. Like, today is, go to the park and take a walk. Enjoy life today. Today is that day. Get outside sometimes. So we have to go. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you share our show. Make sure you subscribe to WCMD Media.
I hate that it's going to rain tomorrow.
And the Jellolady.
Yeah.
She doesn't want it to rain.
I don't want it to rain tomorrow. I want it to be nice.
And make sure y'all check out the black box.
Yeah.
Yes. What? So on that note, we have to go, you guys. Have a very blessed day.
My brain is on fire.
My brain is on fire.
This with me. Oh.
What you see is what you get up